Yes, back out in nature. Peace and blessings, Royal family. It's been a minute since I did one of these walkthrough videos. I'm trying to integrate that, sitting down thing, but it's not the same when I sit down. I don't vibe the same. I don't channel. When I'm sitting down, I'm more thinking. It gets kind of boring to me, and it's not the message of the ancestors live. It's more, I'm going to gear it towards research and make it more document work. There, after all these walkthroughs and lectures that we're going to get, we sit down and go over, was the facts, or did you just speculate all this stuff, or is it all opinion? So we'll use the sit down, the sit down to actually look into the topics that I bring up on these little walkthroughs. And I'm going to bring documents to support the evidence of what I'm saying. So right now we're going to talk about what's been going on. So, everybody like the experiences. I've been dealing with the Archons, and I guess this is how to defeat the Archons, because I defeated the Archons. I'm done. Finished the underworld, finished everything, and I guess now I'm back to tell y'all about it. When you're done with the underworld, and start there, not the underworld like how we're thinking, the demonic side, not that underworld. So that world too got many levels to it that we term the underworld, the halls of Amentet, going through the moon. It has many frequencies to it. The astral world, the ethereal world, all of these are still part of the same thing. So once you get up in there and you're going to be going through fear factor. Eventually I'm going to take down all my videos so that people don't be knowing not to be scared and actually experience it like this. But y'all good for another 5 years. But what it is, it's a fear factor. And once you get this fear factor in you now, you get a biochemistry change that actually facilitate the experience to make it actually real in the mind. And when we're talking about that now, you're going to feel it in your body. Kinesthesia start to kick in, and a whole bunch of other different type of chemical and muscular and vascular reactions that actually make your astral journey or journey to the underworld seem so real, and sometimes might actually replicate being bit for real. And not just that, you actually also replicate flying, hovering. Everything you're experiencing in that world seems so real, including the vibratory frequency of hearing. You actually could go in there and pull out words, sounds. That's how musicians come up with all their hits. But, some people just see darkness. This is where we're talking about now changes, because we have seers in this world. People who got a genetic line, they usually call the cross gene people. They actually got it from the paternal side or the Y chromosome. And this actually now gives a lot of people the ability to hear, to interact with their ancestral beings, their ancestral spirits, their ancestral souls. And so with that now in mind, this is the Archons, because if you're able to see shadow beings, you're not just seeing shadow beings, you're actually seeing the stars. All the beings that's in the stars. The stars came here first to occupy this as human beings. We're the actual star beings. And then once you realize this, because they don't let you know that they're the star being, and when you manifest in this world, they say it's the fall, and that you actually don't remember. Well, that's kind of true, but it's not all the way true. It is, the way you're on your way back up, you have to remember, but coming down, you forgetting was purposely so that you won't mess up your own experiences. So, in knowing and remembering, you realize that these beings that we're seeing in the underworld or the astral world is actually star beings. They're responsible for all the stars that you see in the sky. They come down in like a matrix type atmosphere, which we call astral energy or the astral light. and then we get to manifest them through the law of observation and particles that comes together. Well, once this happened now, you have conflict, because you could see them, they could see you. So it's like now, it's like looking at the waves. Now you know, well, the waves move, why they move, how they move, what is doing it, who's pushing on it, what's the force in the air. Okay, what is air? And you start learning, because they're going to teach you not to breathe. Because when you breathe, or you got to breathe low, you're breathing in demons, you're breathing in spirit. What we call air is not air, it's actually a being. But we never learned this, but the Renaissance and the Byzantine periods, they always had documented this in the Arabs and the Muslims, from the Ottoman empires and prior, before the Europeans took over the world. It was documented. You can look it up. The wind is demon. It's on Wikipedia, and so is water was seen as spirits, and air is demons. But these demons wasn't negative demons. They was called demions. They were spelled D-A-M-I-O-N or D-A-M-E-A-N. You know, those is the Greek version or whatever. I don't know if I spelled it right, because I'm moving very fast. You know, my speed limit is better that way when I'm working. So anyways, you know, once you realize the Greek version became later the Christian version of demon, D-E-M-O-N, how we spell it, but it's really D-E-A-M-O-N and D-I-A-M-O-N. You know what I'm saying? Those was the original. One is Gnostic and one is Greek. So now, once you realize that the air, the water is those same peoples that you're seeing in your spectral vision, or what we could say the astral vision, you now got a problem, because you're not supposed to see them. It's like the movie Vampire Hunter, where she could see them, and they're like, you could see us when, you know, you was in a club or whatever. So you are now pulled into something. This is when you have to rechange everything. You're not just regular John Smith, the, you know, hard-working person. You have a separate life now. You have an astral life, a life in another dimension. And so this starts to come all the time as images, which is actually a process going through in your body of biochemical changes through what's called Kundalini. It's a fire that is actually like a coil, a serpent, a Fibonacci spiral. It resides in the back of your spine as fire. And this fire now, it needs something for it to activate. It's in everybody as fire. That's what gives us our life. But we never use it, and we never know what it was for. But once you have now, you have semen in you, it's actually work with semen. You know, when you have semen in you, it takes the semen and it fries it, it cooks it. Once it cooks, it fermentates, and it makes this smoke, this cloud that spreads up to you, and it starts Kundalini rising. This gaseous, vaporous thing is what they talk about when they call it alchemy or whatever. The alchemy process is different stages of defecation, purification, and regeneration and calcination. Those processes is actually real. It's like the ancestors come and you calcify, your DNA become crystalline, and you get crystalline DNA, which is actually each spirit or face that you're seeing coming back to each cell on your body. With each cell on your body now being alive and active, they're able to self-heal, self-replicate. This is when they say you become like an immortal. But now it works in reference with your Merkaba. Your Merkaba is another vehicle that we see as two triangle, one up this way and then another one coming to form the Star of David, or the dodecahedron, which is also called the Metatron cube. It's actually in each cell as it replicates. By the fourth stage of the cell replicated, it makes that Metatron cube that makes it perfect, and that's us, the perfect. So anyways, now once you're able to understand these right here, when you see these crystallization, it's actually you connect them back like your chakras. That's what they will be called. These crystallized now is like little fiber optic laser cables that connect you. You can't see it with your naked eye, back to your source self, back to heaven, or not a mentat. It's the journey through the rays that's called a mentat, but back to your source, the nirvana, the nothing, the ein. Once you make it now, the connection, it's like little, you could say, floors or levels to it, and that's what you're going through, the rays of light. 7 rays of light. Check it, Rosicrucian science, or just any science, you know, the mysteries, that's what they call this. That's why it's always 7 rays of light, or the rays of light, the rose cross, you know, it's all the same symbology. So anyways now, Once you realize this, you have a journey to go up. You have to know how to split yourself now from your thinking you're the body, John Smith the body, and actually realize you're the consciousness and go within. By you going within, thinking within, whatever you want to do, just deep concentration, contemplation, you know, this will take you out your body if you don't have no stress, no pressure on you, and go through the rays of light, and you start meeting your journey to the ancestors. So now, all of this is going to equate to a battle. You're going to be just like in the movie Dragon Ball Z or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or anything where you're dueling spiritually. Those are spiritual duels. So now, the being you're fighting is also you could say a distance between you and another dimension. Is dimension shifting. So with each dimension shift now, you have to pass a gatekeeper. This is who your final duel is going to be with, but it's not physical. It's intelligence. Everything you're in is the mind. Like, this is a mind. Everything you had to think of it before you actually was able to make it happen, make impression upon this world. Like, say for instance, you're gonna get up, you say, I think I'm gonna get up. It's your mind that said first. You're gonna cook, you say, I think I'm gonna go cook. You say, I'm gonna go bathe, I think I'm gonna go bathe first, and then you bathe. So you manifest it first in your mind. So this is a mind once you get the idea of what's going on. This was a shirt, somebody said, yo, I wanna make up a Nike swoosh. And they did when they had, and then they made it real. You get the picture? Good. Now, once you're able to see that, you go back to mind. Mind is also called the subtle energy because it's very delicate, it's soft or anything. So once you realize that mind is here in the subtle, you will learn now how to start willing things into existence, or know what the word will means. Will is an energy like a atomic blast that goes into the whole universe. So everybody's willing. Man, atomic blast is going off, but what are you willing? Atomic blast? No. It's what you want, your desire, the law of attraction coming in. So now you put an image into that atomic blast, and it comes down to be a shirt. Come down to be this chain. It come down to you going in the kitchen and cooking. It goes down to you going bathe now. You see? You get the science. Cool. Now that that's going on, this actually now in the spiritual world, it actually is a difference. It's the opposite from what I just said with everything. You have a battle with the gatekeeper for those wills to actually work. So for now, how do I say I get to defeat the Archons and they threw me out the astral? All right, once you're able to see them and you're on the mission, you get to move things, the orb, you control the orb, you control your left and right pan, your up and down pan in those worlds. But you're being carried around on your arm like this, even though your arms could be down. Literally, yes, it's a spirit on this side and it's a spirit on this side, and they're flying you all around. Not only are they flying you around, they're testing you. So now as you're being tested, you awaken like, yo, hold on, there's two people carrying me. Boom. They say, okay, you're ready now. And they learn to let you go, and you learn to fly for yourself. You don't fly perfect like how they're carrying you, just thinking, and they take you to it. Now you're hitting walls, you're bumping, you're like a balloon just blowing in the air. And so they come now as spirit guides to help straighten your perception, align you. Because you got a right hemisphere and a left hemisphere. Most of the time we're in our right side of our brain or our left side of our brain. We never balance it out. So once you balance it out now, you learn how to use the what we call PSI, or magnetic forces, to control the magnetic field of things. So now this is when you learn to control the magnetic fields. You get the Harry Potter syndrome, or you become like what's his name from Dragon Ball Z? Yeah, the main guy or whatever. I'm not trying to get off track by thinking about him. You know who he is. But anyway, now you become the airbender. Once you now become the airbender, you have to move them left, push things. But when you become too powerful, you also now start being able to push everything out your way, move them with ease, push the planets around, move another dimension. Once you're able to do that, then they want to kick you out the astral world, because it was a fear factor. Now you know your God. You went from actually them training you, teaching you, you, scaring you, having you messed up, to actually them now you sitting on the throne as the man in the throne, Abraham Lincoln style, the statue, and actually they do your bidding and they do everything you say. Thus, we get now the pictures of the pharaohs always sitting on the throne. Everyone that you see in Egypt is sitting on some type of throne if it's a power that they're manipulating the elements. Now, all those beings that I'm telling you about in the star beings is what we call the element spirits, the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, water. They reside in there. Just like you reside in there because you're made up from those elements, which is the star being. Like that guy Griot, the Grandson said, that we're made of the stars, we're children of the stars. We actually got little calcification of crystals in us. If you stay tuned after this video, I'm going to post one of my skin because I've activated, and I'm going to show you how it works. When you meditate, you actually have little crystals that pop out the pores of your skin and start pulsing, bloop light, bloop light, bloop light. So I got that in a few videos that I did just to show you it's real, and I'm not just speculating it. So anyways, now, once you're able to manipulate matter and you have a magnetic field, this is all Kundalini that happens through your third eye. This is when they start forming. As you can see, as it forms, faces start coming in, ancestors that gets lighter. Like, that's not actually, you know, it's actually really the spirits. All of that is spirit. And my eyes will change. The reptilian come and they get more magnetic and strong. And it's like I become a lycran, or like a werewolf. You understand? Now it gives me the power in the astral world to do things and manipulate people, you know, mentally, whatever it may be, or to do different energies. And it makes your eyes reflective. That's how the reptilian is seen. It's just a reflective eye that it could compress and flip around, flip over. So people who have their reptilian on or did this science already, what they have is what's called twice born. They have 2 sets of eyes. You have an overlay, and it's also a genetic upgrade from like 4 strands and 5 strands in the dimension. All of this is afforded by you actually going in the underworld and facing your the beings that's there. It also sends out energy. You get to control energy and matter. So I project energy into other people's and send them ethereal energy, anything to do with God. We able to help and heal. So I could get on a video chat with you and actually affect you where you feel different sensations through your head, your pineal, and it makes your energy leave your body and go up to your astral and ethereal body and feed them. You're gonna be drained, but later on the energy come back down, and other people, you will be the benefactor of it by you being younger, look better or whatever. My nails is dirty as hell. I hate when I have dirty nails. Messing with some plants. I was setting up some dandelion seeds. I'm gonna be crushing them up, making this like cocoa drink. It's nice. But anyways, yeah, so that's how I'm able to say that, I defeated the Archons. So it's like you taking a star, and with your mind, you can move the whole star out your way, like, get out my way. That's all it is now. So with that, you have a lot of responsibility up there, and sometimes what they do now when you get that strong, and it's like you're going through stuff and you're not taking your lessons. Like my mother passed away, so at times I reflect on that and not absorbing my lessons as full being, not being, period. When you being, you're just that thing. So with that now, they give you physical distractions. So they can't distract you in the astral, but they can make somebody knock at the door. They can make somebody ring your phone, which is now another part you need to know. Because a lot of us, we don't understand. When we unconscious, we actually are subject to the constellation, your astrology. And so you read your astrology, and only reason it plays out, or the characteristics of your astrology, is because you're in your lower self. There's 12 animals in the zodiac. Animals. Half of them is half human and half animal. With the top part is always going to be the part with the human. You never see the human on the bottom part of the zodiac animal. The human is on the top. That's the higher self. The other part is your lower self. So by you acting out your zodiac predictions, or what it says in astrology, you're just in your lower animal self. When you get up in your higher self, you can't be predicted, or matter has no influence on you. So now those stars, you become a master of it. So that's where you get to learn these actual ways of transcending your reality, using will to become the magician, to become the black dragon. Once you understand this concept now, when you start to will things into your existence, it works. All day it works. Whatever you want, whatever you desire, it comes. Just like that. There's rules to it. Oh, they're going to whip you in there. Don't think you're going to come out and say, I want to will $1 million. Oh, I want to will a girl. I want to will this. You know what happened? You'll just die like Dr. Sabi. Poop. Die for no reason. You just drop for no reason. Poop. Because they actually make you like a high priest. This is high priest stuff. Magician stuff. These people, shaman stuff. You never see a shaman actually with a car, a house. No. So he know the science. And you see when Buddha went through his, he actually was a king. I mean, the son of a king. So he's a prince, rich man. Now, I'm not talking Buddha, the dog. Many people are called Buddhists because of the knowledge they tapped into. So they like, oh shit, Buddha. Oh, you're Buddha again. And another few generations, oh, you're Buddha. So these people could be Minapara, Plated, Maha, whatever. I'm not good at remembering names right now. That's not my thing. So they the ones, they have the name on them, but they still play the role as that avatar. Like all of y'all is an avatar. You just don't know which one y'all is. Hopefully this will wake you up to your unconscious avatar self, and you will try to enhance it, encourage it, and get to know it. So that's how you're able to fight with the stars, defeat the stars, and you know when your time is up in the underworld and you're ready for a new level. So once that happens, now they send you back into the world, but you're not subject to the laws of the world. That means nothing can happen to you. Peace to the goddess right here, or the god you see with the afro, the side view right here with the face. He's trying to show himself, his ears, his eyes, his nose. He got the little fro right there. You know, that's how we roll. He also got the crown on his head. This will signify the crown up here. That's how we roll. So once you're able to see everything, not how superficially you want, but it's the real thing. Just like you see the bracelet right here on my hand, you see the bracelet right above my head right here. Everything aligns. Once you're able to align with that, you'll understand what's going on. This is ancestral knowledge, University of Conscious Science. You see my arm right there? Look at my arm, it's a watch and then the bracelet. Look up here, you see the watch will be this and this is the bracelet. This is my fist and this is my arm. Yes, buddy. All right, have a good day, buddy. Yes, look at buddy, y'all. Look at buddy. Fuck with buddy. We fun too. We about, you know, just being young again. Let me show you some more. Look, these two beings right here. You see this one right here? This is right here. A dragon, and he's having sex right now. I'm sorry to disturb y'all with a female one. She's stretched from back here with her shit cocked up. He got his arm right here holding her. If you notice, he got on my watch and my bracelet. So everybody in here is now part of my family. If you look towards the back, it's going to turn into the rings. The rings is of my chain. I'll just show you so that you understand how it's going to be my chain. This is one ring. Alright, and this is the other set of rings now. Hold on. So you see, this is what's coming up. These rings right here. You see how you got them set? So y'all can see for yourselves. I'm not kidding. Everything I tell y'all is real. This is higher science. In the front is the elephant or whatever looking flying. This is where our ancestors are. These is who you gotta battle. These is the demions. Those is the star beings also. They all work for God. It's only one source. There's no enemy. You understand? I could keep going on. As you can see, if you see the mouth over here opening, look at what it's doing. It's actually putting my ring in his mouth. I do that in my meditation so y'all can see it right there. Now it turns into the hand. You see it right here? You have to know all the science. Look at it good. You see one side of it is this, and the other one, look at it good again, it's going to be these rings. It's over here. You see the rings? That's him right there. And he got his mouth open. This is his nose, his head, forehead big like a black man. And you see his chin is underneath right there. That's how we roll. Anyways, I'm giving y'all higher lessons. Look at him now. He's looking like Stuart Little, the mouse up here. You see the nose. This will be one eye. This is his cheeks. This is his head. This is his ears. This is how it works. These is his hands. They have his hands open. He having them both his hands like that. Yeah, that's how we roll. can't see this, you can't come in the astral world. You don't understand what's going on. If you even noticed this before I told you this, you didn't even know you was alive. You don't know what's going on yet. So I'm just giving you an example of how ancestors work, ancestor knowledge, and what we do. The same thing right here, the tree. I'll show it to you in the tree. Look, where's my hand? This will be his mouth right here. This is his nose right here. This is his eyes. They're always with us. When I say I see God, and I'm trying to tell you, he's right here. He's right here too. This will be the nose, one eye. And I could go on forever because this is about actually now how when you start meditating, sometimes you don't have to be doing it with your eyes closed like how we do. Say you're just pondering, like say watching the sea, sitting here. All of a sudden, a face will come up out of nowhere in this cloud. Or this, let's use the trees. The trees, you'll see all of this now, a face or eyes will stick out more, like a light will project through it. And once you see that now, you're like, what the hell? And it'll just make just what you need to see out of all this. This is how God works. The in-between. Look in between the lines. Y'all don't realize it's not the actual form that is real. It's not the form. It's the in-between that makes the form. The gods is the in-between. Any in-between, look at patterns. You will see they're all the same. This is how you're learning. I'm teaching you. This is real shit. So once you realize that everything is the in-between, if you see that in your astral, that's what you're looking for, not the tree, the in-betweens. And they could project whatever they want in the in-between to make faces, to make a smile, to make it look like anything they want. And so that's how you know God is real. I'm not telling you look for beings. You ain't looking for an alien, a gray. You're not looking for a reptilian. You're looking for nature to respond to you, to show you eyes and trees. This whole thing behind me could change, and he could make what dark he want dark and what he want light, and make a face, make it do this. So you can't say like, oh, it's this, oh, it's that. No, it's everything. He do it with just the water alone, could make a face in just the water. And so when I'm telling you about this God thing, that's why I know it's of one source. It ain't like something you have to tap into. It's right there with you all the time. You in your room, all of a sudden your eyes squint a little, and every reflection start forming different eyes, different nose, a whole face coming, and it smiles and does things. I'm just letting you know so that y'all get it, man. This is going on for years, and a lot of people don't understand what's going on because they chasing everything. You're in a corporate world that the corporation only care about your psychology. You're psychologically taught only desires. Let me give you another one. Look at him right here. The eyes that I'm telling you about. One eye, two eyes. You see the eyes? You see the nose? That's the eye. Pay attention to the eye. One eye of Ra, one eye of God. He's telling you to make yourself whole. And he's now going to make it into my ring. I'll show you everything as it goes. You see my ring sideways? That's all you're going to do right now. Just a little bit of the black showing. That's all. So this is how we roll here. Alright? Now as you can see, everything fades right here. I'll stay right here. All of this is going to disappear into me. This is my ancestor right here. This is his eyes. This is his nose. This is his mouth. We got the same teeth. Same missing teeth. You see the missing teeth? This is the profile. We only do it to here. You got to know that Godheads only have a beginning face, and then the other side will be the other beginning face. You understand what you're being here? You see the being right here? This little man right here? That's a being. That's a being. This is more here. All of them is a part of the family. This is one family that I went up there and dominated and took. This will be an eye, this will be an eye, this will be a nose. This is a little face right here. He's showing himself, and he's holding up my ring as a symbol. This is our symbol when you pass through my world. If you don't have this held up like this, you ain't getting through. You gotta get thrown into something. You see it? This is all he's doing right here. He's showing you what we stand for. You see his head right here, eye, mouth, head. This is his body. He's holding up one ring. Could y'all see him? Work with me now. Use your spiritual eye. You see him? And he's being carried by this big white cloud, the dragon. This is the dragon eye, and he's biting onto him, holding him as he's flying through. You see his hand? He's still holding the ring. Ring is right here. You understand? So I just want y'all to see what's going on. This is what this is. Look on his hand. He's going to show you my watch and my bracelet too. I'm going to hold it here for a minute. I might have to flip this video if y'all don't see it, because usually when it turns sides, this is actually live on my right side, but probably when I play it back, it's going to be on my left side. So now here a black face comes in. See the forehead side right here coming in? This is the nose, this is the cheeks. It's giving you a side face of a black man, which he's turning to. But over here, he's still holding up the ring. You understand? The rings now separated into these rings. You can see the rings right there. Look, rings, rings. See, this is the science right here. I'm just letting you know. This right now is an open portal. You see this little wall that's open? I go through that center there. Look like a white cloud. Swift your vision. Look like the earth, the space just opened up a hole right here, and you're going through that hole. That's all it is, which is also a mouth sideways. That's the mouth. I wish I could put my hands, I got skills. That's now the mouth. See, it forms the mouth or the mountaintop where you get the faces on the mountain. You understand? And this will be the sky view, but it's like looking at a hole in the sky. The white part in here is a hole in the sky, and these is mountains coming down. I'm just giving y'all the right periphery, y'all, so you see how we roll. So once it's like that, now you see one man coming out the hole right here. He's passing me something down, and I would get it. This how it would come to me in my astral, and it's just a ring or something. Now this is going to form the Vitruvian man. You see his eye is coming in right here, and his head is here. He has on a Titan helmet. We from the Titans, the same people. Now his arm is going across this way, and this arm is going across this way to form the tall position. As you can see, that's what it is. Who it's going to be? It's going to be the hat man, the man in the black hat, which represent my family. So he's showing you how we do. One arm stretched this way, one arm stretched that way, like I tell you in meditation. All the forces come down, or the ancestors come down onto your arm, and you see the side profile right here of the hat man or God. You understand? God is an anamorphic being of everything in creation, so he's not going to look like you, and he's not going to look like me, because he looked like the animals, the bugs, the trees, everything that you can think of too. So he's not alone, so he's going to look something like this. Here's a side profile of his face right here. You see the hair, everything is right there. Look like my man Fire. Now he's sticking out his tongue. This will be his teeth. Look at this right here. This is his forehead. He got his hair in a ponytail right here, and it go back. This is a side profile. You see him sticking out his teeth at y'all now? This is his tongue. I mean, sticking his tongue out. These is his teeth right here. This is his eyes, nose, forehead. You see this? As he stick out his tongue, he's kissing onto this white. Side profile. This is the nose. This is the eye. This is the head. This is black people, this is actually, I don't know what, because I'm not white to say this is white people, but I know this is the spirits. They control us and carry us around, but together they compress it into each other. As you can see how it's doing, one face right on top of each other, side profile. This is his nose, his mouth, nose is here, eyes is here. This is his. He's shrinking into him. He's taking over. He's saying he's dominating this, because this is God right here. You mess with him. You understand? You who he is. He's real. Also, when the image starts to come in, this will be the face. If you could look at the black and white pencil sketch, this is his arms. He's playing up like Egyptian style in it. But this is the guy. One eye here, one eye here. And this is his mouth. He's kissing my head. You understand? This is our ancestors. This is our father. But this is your ego. This is the dark. This is how we created two. Now they're equal. There's no separating them. That's one thing. It always says you can't have. That's why we have the perfect yin and yang. They do their own duality. But as you can see now, this light is kissing with this one right here. This dark gray right here. You see the lips right here? They're already connected in the kiss. So it's a guy that one face is on this side,